Hey guys, and welcome back. So I thought I'd do a quick update on the A31 and a little rundown on what's been going on lately. I'll just turn radio down. So with the CEF, we've pulled the original loom out. Not that it was the problem we had, but I ended up with a Link G3, so I'll do a quick look at that in a minute. So right now we're going through rewiring the injectors, rewiring the fuel rail plug, rewiring the CAS plug, because the loom we've got, I've got to do the igniter pack too, because the loom we've got has both R32 and cefiro plugs on it. So the CAS is CF, but I've got a 32 CAS. The igniter's a CF1, but I've got a 32 one. The injector plugs are different, so we've gone through and changed all them. I've got to change this plug here, which goes there. So, because again, CF shit. I've got all the headlights working. There's a lot of stuff that we don't actually need, like all this stuff. Everything works without it, so that's a bonus. We're guessing this is all ABS shit because the washer window wiper one's there. This little box is going to delete the airflow meter, so eventually when I change the manifold and turbo setup, I'll have top mount with different gate and trumpet sort of thing. So that'll be quite good. Up here is the link. So this is a early Link ECU, for those of you who haven't seen one. I think the G4's kicking around here somewhere so I can compare it. So yeah, you've got your chip here, so focus on that. You've got no top board. Well, you got this little one here, but I think that was put in aftermarket because of the way it's held down. But yeah, so that's that. Your tuning is done by this cable here. So you got this little cable here, which comes over and connects into this box. So this box is your tuner, and then you have a serial cable which goes from here to that plug, which goes to your laptop. So that gives you an idea. All the plugs on the bench that I'm working on at the moment. Nothing else has really changed. I took the guards off and I was expecting to find rust and God knows what else under there, but I'm quite surprised that we don't have any rust in it. They did a shoddy job when they painted it. They obviously painted it with a kit on because under the sides gets this white, well, primer. The brakes look good. Everything else looks mint. I've done a full once over on the car, but underneath it, had a look. So hopefully it's nothing too major to get it going again. We just got to do all these plugs, wire in the display link, do all the extra little pieces. But yeah, so hopefully it'll be ready. I want to try get it warranted by the 25th because there's the blender meet, so I want to get it legal and take it over. We're gonna tune it based on the math just so we can drive it. Because the motor hasn't been plus T before and hasn't actually been running as a plus T minus when we had it idling. I figure tuning it off the map sensor gives me the advantage of running the motor in as plus T, because the thing's got no blow by, it's a low K motor, and all that stuff. It's a pretty basic setup, so I'll give you a quick rundown. There's a AR50 low mount down there, factory manifold with a external gate. It's an Audi gate with a 14 psi spring, so it won't be hitting gate anytime soon. Greedy replica front-facing plenum, probably off AliExpress to trade me. Big throttle body, front mount intercooler, and it's got 25 dent injectors. So I had the Z32 and all that stuff that I was going to NIS tune, but I sold that with the old loom because with this link I don't need it. Yeah, so that's a little rundown. I haven't really been putting money into this or the 33 because I've just spent probably close to $2,000 building the computer. and I've still got a few more bits to buy for that, but most of the parts are here. I'll do a video on putting that together and setting everything up and getting it to what I want, explaining what the computer is going to be used for, why I've spent so much money on it, and when my replacement 3D printer actually shows up, I'll do a video on that because we unboxed it, and I was going to do a video putting it all together in there and starting to do some basic stuff using my mate's computer, but we found that some parts were missing, so we managed to find bits that would work, and then we found that the the circuit boards have been cracked in shipping, so we're sort of sent that back, and they're going to replace it. If they can't replace it within a certain amount of time, we get a refund, and we'll just buy another one off another company. So it's, yeah, never-ending thing. Like, as I said, this isn't going to be a fast process. I've got money tied up in other places with the computer, with the 3D printer, getting all that stuff. I've got different files for different bits and pieces set up already. But yeah, it gives you sort of a rough idea.